Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. Hey everybody, we are back with another round of food-inspired beers. We are once again joined by Brian.
Howdy.
Jim. Hey!
Blah.
What was that?
He's ready for the sour beers.
There, buddy. All right. So if you remember last week, we had the Uncle Buck's pancakes that ended up being, I think, the top-rated beer. A lot of coffee, not very much maple syrup.
Pancakes with no maple syrup.
So this week...
Still damn good, though.
It was good.
You gotta say
It was good. So this week, we have 5 more beers that are inspired by food. This week, Brian, you should probably be on alert because 4 of the 5 are over 11%.
Oh, right in my wheelhouse, buddy. Oh, yeah.
We were trying to sneak a sour in because Jim really doesn't like sour, and we'll do that another time. We'll have an entire category of sour beers. And
all of them sour?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Well, bet. You're on the hook to bring them all.
I think we're gonna.
I have plenty. Because see, I know he wouldn't bring them, so I have plenty.
It said it was sour.
Yeah,
cover up the labels. We don't know what they are.
Yeah, we'll do a mystery one, and you have to drink it all. So
the whole beer.
Jim will. Yeah,
your whole glass.
Okay,
taste your glass. All right. So
the people should know that we're not drinking full beers, right?
No. We have taster
More
glasses. We're sharing the same beer, and we have our taster glasses. So this first beer is called PB J Fluff, brewed with peanut flour, marshmallow,
white fluff,
milk, sugar, strawberry, and raspberry puree.
Interesting.
So, Jim, this might be closer to a sour than what you would care for. We don't know.
What, based on the puree?
Yeah, you never know. PB&J and Fluff.
Peanut butter jelly.
Yeah. Keep cold, drink now. Dialed in beer. We're going to have a dialed in beer.
Hey, Mike, just FYI, in the audience, we do have white fluff out there, too.
Yes, we have the world famous white fluff. We are joined by a live studio audience this week. So there we go. So
where's that one out of?
We are not held responsible for what they say. This is from Weldwerks Brewing Company, and it is in. Where on here is it? It's in Colorado, Greeley, Colorado.
Ooh, Colorado.
Yep. So this is a new brewery that we've had on the show here.
Could have some additives in there.
The label definitely has your peanut butter and jelly and your fluff in their like little characters. Kind of an interesting label.
Yeah, it's kind of an animation.
Yeah, like an animated type of thing.
I like it.
And since I can tell Jim cannot wait.
I'm going to see what's on the inside.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Gonna crack it. Oh my gosh, that's a weird crack.
Good.
That's almost like what was that red beer they used to have, the Bulldog.
Folks, this is kind of light red. I don't know.
I am going to go out on a limb right now and say Jim will not like it.
It looks like
this does not look good.
That's why I poured some extra.
The color's
almost
not attractive.
It's almost like a
pink lemonade look.
I want to say it almost like guava color to it. And the head is kind of a little bit of a pinkish white.
This is like a sweet tart.
You can smell a little bit of a
you wait, Mike. This is definitely Jim's favorite. It's like a sweet tart. That's
folks, I wish you could see this, because if you could see the look on Jim's face right now.
I think everybody should see my T-shirt. It said Surly Darkness. This is 180 out from Surly Darkness.
But for kind of a sour beer, it's not as bad as some that I've had.
No, it's very...
A little less experience in it, but it's not that bad for a sour beer.
Right. I mean, very... For like the mouthfeel, it's very smooth.
Whoa, Mike. We're not feeling my mouth? Feeling my mouth like I'm going to puke.
Not going to do it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you've had worse sours.
This is not.
I mean, that's a sour.
This is not a good beer.
I will say this.
Guys, I don't know.
I really don't
mind that.
I kind of taste the faint peanut butter. I
don't taste any peanut butter.
Strawberry and raspberry puree.
That's what I taste.
Yeah, that's definitely...
strawberry, raspberry, that's it.
That's the strong part.
I don't know how they got the PB&J out of that. I really don't. PB&J. Do you got any PB&J?
There is
I mean,
nothing.
if there's any peanut butter, it's very, very faint.
And that's
Guys,
just,
I mean,
that's
I don't-
like a placebo effect.
Guys,
You're looking for it.
Right.
are we drinking the same beer?
Oh,
Well,
I
this
think
tastes-
we're
Well,
on the
Brian
same
and I
page.
are because I don't see your glass anymore, so I don't think you're drinking it at
You
all.
gave it away.
This smells like a purple star to me.
Did you give your beer away? We weren't looking.
Yeah, I gave mine away. I had to call the audience and help me out because this one is not.
It wasn't as bad to give away. It wasn't that bad.
No.
Oh, folks.
See, well, again,
Okay, did we tell what color it is? It
we
doesn't even look like a
it's
beer.
Like a.
You can't
Guava
judge
kinda
a
color.
book by its cover.
Did you even taste it?
Oh yeah, I
Are you
smelled
sure?
it. I tasted
No,
it.
smelling it and tasting it are two different things.
Well,
I
as
smelled
soon as he saw the color, he was like,
He was turned off
I'm out.
immediately.
This is not a beer. This is.
Well, I almost agree with you there.
This is
doesn't
not-
have a real beery taste at all to it. I mean, a lot of them don't, but you still get some
Right.
out of it. But
Okay.
I'm not that bad on it, actually. I don't. It's okay.
Jim, Brian, let's
Let's start.
hold our comments for a second. Jim, what would you give this one out of 5 stars?
Guys, I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna have to go 1.5. Wait, I'm stepping as far out.
I thought
That's
he
on
was
higher than I thought he was going to
Yeah, I
go.
thought he was going lower.
I don't know. This is for not being a beer. This looks like a bottle of mayonnaise on here.
I know it does.
You can't be putting mayonnaise in your beer.
It's supposed to be
Did
marshmallow
it say it
fluff.
had
but
mayo in it?
no, it's marshmallow fluff.
That was the marshmallow fluff.
Okay,
No
1.5.
PB&J, no peanut
All right,
butter.
Brian,
no jam.
what do you
I mean,
think?
I'm okay for that style of beer. You know, it's not bad. I'll drink some lemon juice right out of the fridge if I'm hungover or something. I'll do a 2.5 with that. I'm okay with it
I agree
for
with
that
you.
style.
I'd say a 2.5 just because my knocks on it, I don't taste peanut butter.
None.
Really, the marshmallow, I don't get any of that.
Guys,
The-
did you guys see all the negative things you're saying here? How are you rating
But-
it so high?
Well,
2.5 not bad.
again,
It's okay
2.5 is
2.5
average.
is average.
This is not average. This is like,
for that style of beer.
this is
We've had worse sours.
Remember, the rating scale is not by style of beer. It's
Correct.
all beers.
Right. I'd still say it's
So,
in the middle. I'm not offended by it.
oh my
Right,
God.
right.
Are you guys serious?
Yeah.
Not offended? I take if the window was open, I'd throw it out the window
He's
right
offended.
now.
Boy, I tell you what, I feel sorry for our audience because they don't realize that Jim is totally anti-sour.
And it's going to be that way on every show.
Oh, every show. You
Well,
know,
I
You
mean,
gotta
I just-
pull some positive, buddy.
See,
the
you gotta-
the can did look okay.
the can was very, very busy.
Very busy,
Very
can,
busy.
very animated look.
You know,
Just-
and honestly, it's funny because before this last year, I decided I was going to try and get where I could stand sours. So I drank as many sours as I could. And the thing that I learned about sours is
That you lost
Now-
your palate for all other good.
no, that's not it.
It screws it
But
up every time.
The thing I learned is more sours they're not sour, they're really sweet, over the top sweet. And it's
Really?
like, oh yeah, it's like, well, we're going to have a sour category.
Well,
You
that
don't
last one was
prefer
not sweet.
over sour.
but they're sweet, and it's like, okay. But this one, like, again, I say it's average, but it was definitely lacking. So all right, let's move on.
It was fake news on the
Yeah,
label. There was no PBJ. There was.
I didn't taste the
marshmallow-
peanut butter, the marshmallow.
None of that.
I mean, the raspberry, strawberry. I guess more raspberry than anything.
Maybe
So,
they did put the mayo in there instead of the fluff.
It could have been. It could have been. You never know.
Yeah, let's get rid of the glass. dude.
Okay,
Can we
boys.
see the glass?
Boys, that was 6% or 5%. That was 5%.
All right. Are we
We're gonna-
stepping up the game?
We're going to step it up just a little bit.
All right.
Oh boy.
This is by 903 Brewing, 903 Brewers. Birthday Xtrafunfetti Sasquatch.
Funfetti.
This is a
Sasquatch.
cake flavored. I'm trying to see what I can't
Here comes
read
your,
that.
here comes your sweet.
It's a milk stout.
Well, I'm
And
a stout
oh
fan.
my gosh.
So
Milk
who knows
stout.
what a Sasquatch tastes like?
And it's Xtrafunfetti, a 9th
Question.
birthday celebration. And there's all sorts of stuff on here that I'm not going to read. But just so you're aware, Jim, it is 11.3%.
There you go, buddy. That's what we like to hear.
pairs
Double
with-
digits.
It pairs with grocery store birthday cake, ordering big
That doesn't
at
sound
dinner, dropping it like it's squatch.
Drop it like it's.
I don't know what
like
that means.
Sasquatch.
Well,
I don't know what it means, but it's got a scary dark Sasquatch wearing
With
a
a birthday
birthday
hat.
hat and
it's
a
even
birthday cake.
got teeth on it. Mean
Yeah.
teeth.
And it's apparently this was their 9th anniversary beer.
903. Where's that at?
903. Let's.
So this sounds like it's got some potential right here.
It sounds like it should.
I mean,
Sasquatch ass.
yeah,
Isn't that what it said on there?
it's got something.
It's out of Sherman, Texas.
Texas.
This is a Texas beer.
Isn't everything big in Texas?
It was 11%.
11.3%, Brian.
That's the smallest can of the whole category,
This
isn't
is, yeah. So
11.3%.
here we go, boys.
What is it's a milk stout, right?
Milk stout.
I like milk stout normally.
Typically, they're very smooth on the palate and such. So we'll see.
Very dark, coffee dark.
it? No, never say coffee.
I mean, not as far as flavor, just color. Good head.
That's got a little different smell.
What is that?
I don't know if that's the funfetti.
Funfetti.
That has a strange orange flavor.
Yeah, I gotta take.
Don't you think that tastes like orange?
Got to take a second here to figure this out.
Well, wow. I mean,
Unfortunately, there's so many different things going on.
Well, I mean, the aroma, it didn't really smell. You get a little, just a faint whatever. But
Xtrafunfetti.
So maybe I'm missing something. What the hell is funfetti?
Cake. There's supposed to be cake in
Is
this.
that cake?
The
Or is that a
audience says
flavor?
cake. It's like the sprinkles
Is that
on
the
a
stuff you
cake.
put on the cake?
Yeah, like the sprinkles on the cake, the candy thing.
Walmart?
Well,
We are not sponsored by Walmart.
I don't know. This does not taste like funfetti.
I don't know.
I don't get none of what it said.
Like I said, it has.
There's
to
a
me,
bunch going
it
on.
tastes like orange peel.
Doesn't taste,
I mean, it's got almost
very
a bitter flavor
Do
to
you
it.
have any cake taste in this?
So, but
Maybe if we had a
did the Sasquatch?
grocery store birthday cake,
With us?
that's what it said to pair it with was birthday cake. But
Really?
I don't have birthday
Hey,
cake.
so-
9-year-olds?
Yeah.
8-year-olds?
All right, so kids, cover your ears. Did a Sasquatch drop a dooce in here?
He could have.
I don't know.
This might be the DNA proof we need.
There is something
I don't know.
funky
It's-
going on
yeah, I
with the funfetti.
I'm not getting
I thought this was going to taste like cake because we've had
Yeah.
beers that taste.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
cake.
was afraid it was going to be really sweet. And it's
It's
not.
neither.
It's
We've
bitter.
well,
It's like an orange peel.
the best cake tasting beer I think we've had was Central Waters had that. What do you mean the cake is gone?
Yeah.
That tasted like cake. This one is definitely a different, but like I said, it's got that weird orange peel flavor.
Dude, the bitterness hangs on all the way through to the next drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
this
does
is
not go away.
this is a.
Yeah. Try
Hey,
this out, guys.
We got anybody in the background like to try this one?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, it's
Watch
so
for the
hard to
cake.
pin. It's
Watch
so
for the
hard to
cake.
pinpoint
The
the
cake
exact
is
flavor.
overwhelming. In that.
You can tell it's a milk stout.
You can?
I mean, it's got that creamy mouthfeel to it. But
Yeah, I guess.
But again, I thought it was going to taste like birthday cake, and
Well, when the color when
Wow.
when it came out with the color and it was a birthday cake theme thing, I was expecting it to be really kind of sweet, like syrupy sweet.
Yep.
Not anywhere near this.
No, but it's got a weird.
That's something.
Well,
weird.
maybe that's what
really-
the Sasquatch, because nobody's ever saw a Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Right?
maybe
So
that's
they
what
put
it tastes
something
like.
in here
I
that
don't
we
know.
don't know.
It could be that's what a
Yeah.
Sasquatch tastes like. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it definitely
Wow.
it's not what I thought it was going to be.
There is
Huh?
something.
It's,
What do you
it's,
think?
It's
Yeah.
different.
It does. Wait till you taste it.
It is.
It's not terrible, folks, but
It's close.
It
All right.
totally is not what I thought it was going to
So,
be.
I started the last round, right?
Brian, what do you?
I absolutely concur with the fact that it's not what it says it was going to be. I don't get any of what it says. See, that's a knock to me. If it tells you on the can that this is
Right.
what it's supposed to be,
Yep.
you expect to get some of that out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get any of that out of
Well, and in their defense, we don't know what a Sasquatch
True
tastes like.
story,
So
story.
they could be hitting the spot on.
it. I would guess that a Sasquatch who probably tastes like
It
that.
probably doesn't taste like birthday cake, I would think. But
Right. Yeah, how
I
did
don't
they
know.
marry that up? Sasquatch, birthday cake? I don't get it.
I
But
don't
I'm a 2-0.
You're a solid 2-0.
Yeah, I'm okay. I can, it's got stuff, but
okay.
it's not much
Yep.
better than that.
So me
2.5 is average, right?
being the optimist here, I will give him credit for the 11.3. It didn't taste like an 11.3, but then it went downhill from there. So yeah, it tasted like orange peel to me.
Yeah.
I didn't get a lot of any birthday cake.
Some
Really,
kind
it was
of
just
peel.
a weird kind of thing to it. Yeah,
Bark
I'm like
peel.
a 2-2. I mean, it's just
Okay.
kind of. I give him credit for the 11%, but
I can see that.
I don't know if I could drink a whole can of that.
No, and definitely agree with what you guys are saying. But again, I always give them extra credit for being double digit.
Yep.
So I'd have to minimum go 2.5 for me, just because it's double digit, and those are hard to make. But again, I don't know what Funfetti is. I don't know what Sasquatch. I don't know. I'm just at a loss for trying to pick those flavors.
Right.
I mean, that's what they're trying to get to be. But
let me ask you guys, as being way more into this or longer than I have been, what's it take to get that over the 11%, 12%, 13%?
Well, it's the amount of sugar that's in
the fermenting style.
Yes.
Of it?
Yes. Because the more sugar, then the yeast eats it, and they produce more.
All right, I get it.
Alcohol.
I get it. Yep. So the process is a lot longer to get it to get up there.
I think they're trying to cut that
alcohol. They put
flavor.
way more alcohol or way more sugar in it to begin with,
right?
To get that alcohol up.
So try to cut it so it isn't as strong the flavor right up.
Right, and we've had a lot of beers where Avery is a brewery that they've always had, and same with Untappd Arts. They have a lot of high alcohol beers, but then they make them so sweet to cover up some of that taste.
Right. Which can really screw it up.
It kind of takes away from it. So
too sweet is too sweet.
Right.
Half a bottle or half a can.
Yep.
All right. There's too much.
So what we got the last
now
three?
The last three are all from Hubbard's Cave.
Hubbard's Cave. Where are they out of?
It's out of Niles, Illinois.
Wow.
And these are all some heavy duty ones, right?
Yeah,
right. 12%.
There you go.
All three of them.
And now this one we probably could have had last week with that other
batch?
maple syrup beer, the
Food
Uncle Buck's.
Food Theory.
So this one is coffee and cakes.
Oh,
Imperial stout with coffee and maple syrup. So the cans on all three of them are just like a raw aluminum looking can.
Just a wrap.
With a wrap on it. And this one, it's a black label with white lettering. And they have a picture of basically a stack of pancakes with syrup and fish or butter.
When they found on Photoshop.
Yeah.
They didn't spend much time. The beer better be
and
good.
the coffee, riot. Coffee plus coffee.
So the way I look at it, they're not putting as much into the advertising. Let's hope more into the beer.
More into the beer. So
that's how I'm
your way of thinking should make sense for these people.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, because we have had some good Hubbard's Cave beers.
Right.
Yeah, we have in the past.
You have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Jim and I have had Hubbard's Cave before.
Where are they based out of?
Niles, Illinois.
Another dark beer.
This one smells pretty good.
So they didn't give a big description of it?
No, there's coffee. Yep, coffee.
Yeah,
there's
their label is very simple.
They have the government warning, and but they don't have a big long description.
It's a basic billet aluminum can that they all have,
right?
And just a stick-on label versus the art side of it.
I can taste some cake in this.
I can taste the maple. Faint
cake,
but I can taste the maple. Coffee is not over the top.
Right. This is not
where the Uncle Buck's was over the top last week, but this one, the coffee is not.
This one's definitely sweeter.
What's the tart? Is that the maple that you guys are? There's a little tartness to it. On mine,
you got some tart in there?
Yeah, a little tart.
Yeah, on the finish, there's a tart, like a tartness to it.
Right. What is it?
I don't know what that is, but I can pick it up.
Yeah, there's something.
But I don't pick up coffee.
I don't know.
Very faint.
I get a sweetness.
When you sit here for a little bit,
I get a little pancakey.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's an imperial stout, so there is going to be that
right
burst up front.
Yeah. What's the imperial? Why does that give it a burst?
It's just
because that's what.
Well, the imperial is just a higher. Typically, they're higher alcohol.
Right. The style.
The style. Yeah.
But you can do an imperial stout or just a stout.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, correct. So I think that's what this one. So they must have added, and it doesn't tell us on the can. So we're kind of guessing. I mean, there's got to.
Yeah, there's no real description of it at all.
I mean, just with coffee and maple syrup. It's all it says on the can. So again, not to knock the company, but I mean, for us, you're out trying craft beers. Sometimes you want to know a little more about the beer, and it always helps to put just a little more on the can.
I'm totally with you, and that's where I fall into it in my experiences with it. I'll actually look at it, read it, and try to figure out exactly if I like that combination.
Right.
And if it's not there, I'll put it away.
Right, because sometimes, granted, where we're from here in God's country in Wisconsin, sometimes you don't always see these on to build your own 6-pack.
Right.
You got to look at the can and then make a determination.
Right.
Hey, am I going to buy 4 or 6 of these cans?
Right.
And then bring it home, and then if I don't like it, what do I do with the other ones?
Right. Yeah, right.
So sometimes you want to have a little more detail on here. And again,
well, I think if you donated them to Goodwill, you could write it off as a tax thing.
You could. Well, so these are bigger cans, aren't they? Like, these are
these are the 16 ounce.
Right. So you're getting a bigger can.
So
and you're not sure.
The thing I do enjoy about it is for 12%, drinks very
not
smooth.
bad.
The mouthfeel is very good.
Ooh, Mike,
the
you gotta
aroma,
change that up, buddy.
What? It's not harsh. It's not dry. It's not hot.
I think
good.
this is a warmer beer is better.
Yes, I think these last 3 needed to be the temperature we're drinking them
Seems
at.
like with the more alcohol content, warmer.
Oh, for sure.
You get a lot more. The flavors really.
Yeah,
I don't want to say dance.
People need to keep that in mind because
you don't always want to keep it in the cooler and just bust it out like a
Miller Lite or something,
or a Keystone, or Busch Light. You want to set these out for a little while. Or rub it in your hands. I mean, I don't like to see sometimes he's rubbing it in his hands and warm it up, but he's also mixing it up a little bit too. So you got to make sure how your presentation in your glass. You got to make sure you're doing it the right way.
Right. So would you say typically the higher the alcohol content and the warmer it should be to drink? I mean, is that a standard rule here or no?
Well, your stouts typically they always say you should drink those between like 50 and 54 degrees. That is the warmer on the warmest side of the beers because like a lot of your IPAs things like that they say 40 or low 40s or whatever because you're not looking for all the different flavors like you are in especially in barrel aged stuff. They want you to have it warmer because all those flavors come out more. Yeah, so there are different flavors.
I think we should cover that in future.
Well, because I think
that we break it down.
Right.
Well, I think that there are some that I think that we do. We've had in the past. So I think that what you're looking at too is this a beer? The ones that we're having today are not beers that you're going to have on a hot day when you're out mowing and you're going to slam a six-pack. These are not this type of. But I think do try some. We'll try to do some. In the future.
We'll do some of those. In the future, for sure.
So I think the warmer and colder. It's all again how you like your beers to taste too. I mean, you might because that's the good thing about getting a couple of these. You might try one warmer and it tastes good, or you might try it colder, and it's going to give you a different flavor.
Right. I think we're going to be able to give some guidelines on that because me as the rookie on this part of it, I'd like to know. I've mentioned to Mike before. I wish they put the temperature on what you should drink.
And there are companies that do. Some of those places do.
What do you got?
A rating on that one?
So Mike's going to go first. Yeah.
I think it's a really good one.
Right. I say a 12%er. It's good. Personally, I would give that one probably like a 3.5, I guess. Again, it could have used a little bit more flavor to it. I mean, as far as but it was smooth. 12%. If you didn't know it was 12%, I would guess it was 12%.
I totally agree.
Very
with that.
smooth.
Yep.
But I'd say 3.5 is very good.
All right, and I think so. From my perspective, I think the hard part is the flavors don't come through like they want. It seems like a lot of them are meshing together. I don't taste them. I mean, it's talking coffee and cakes, and I'm not sure.
You get either one?
No, I'm not sure what those are.
Yeah, I didn't get any coffee at all.
So I'd say between the 3 and the 3.5. I'm not opposed to 3.5 because it is a double digit. It's just I don't know when they say coffee. I don't taste coffee. Cakes. What cakes are they talking about?
Pancakes.
And I don't taste that either.
Most of us got that when we looked at the
can but there are
the pancakes on the can.
But there are different kinds of cakes too.
You can definitely tell it's sweet. I mean, I can tell there's sweetness in there, but
so what you okay? So you gave it
I gave it a 3.0.
A 3.0. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because it didn't match the can.
Yep.
I think my biggest take from it is the fact that they did the amount of alcohol, the percentage on there. They did it well. I'm 3.0.
Okay.
I mean, it was okay.
Yep.
I didn't get a real distinct difference either, but.
All right. Let's hope they're next.
Did you guys taste that?
But Mike, not to knock down Hubbard. So far, I think of the 3 we've had so far, that's the number 1 flavor beer so far. Yeah. So far in this, so we have.
Yep. So the next one we have is same by Hubbard's Cave, and it's French Toast, 12%, Imperial Stout, fermented with cinnamon, maple syrup, vanilla beans, and lactose.
And Sasquatch droppings.
Let's hope there's none of that in there. I'm hopeful that this one's even better.
Where did they get that Sasquatch?
I don't know. They must have caught one.
It's deep secret.
Another dark beer.
It's definitely a dark beer.
Look at the head on that baby.
Yep.
But this one, instead of pancakes, this is French toast.
French toast.
I'm assuming this might be.
And I brought the last two I brought back from Peoria, Illinois, the last time I was there. I'd never seen them up here.
Oh, so all three of this is another just simple can, doesn't really explain it all. Just says French toast.
Yep, French toast has a picture of French toast on it.
Cinnamon. I mean, what's
I can pick up the cinnamon. It's like French toast.
Oh my gosh, this is
12, 13?
12%.
This tastes like one of those Christmas ales we've had.
This is better than the last one.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
it's sweeter.
Sweeter, but there is a lot of spice in this.
I got a lot of spice.
I agree. There's a lot of spice, but I think it's pretty good. I think this is better than the last one.
I do too.
You think
a lot more fun. The big knock for me on the last one was there's no coffee. This one, it tastes like French toast. What I normally expect a French toast to taste like.
And the last one to me had a little bit of a sour bitterness at the end. This drops off quicker than the last one. This is sweet. This is really sweet.
The ABV on this again?
12%.
Well, so it's up there.
It's up there. It's a double digit.
This is another Hubbard's Cave deal.
Yep.
They did really well on the alcohol content.
And again, when you taste
put it together,
Brian, because I know you're not as used to the higher alcohol beers as we are, but 12% is pretty high. Typically, I mean, really, but it doesn't taste like it's real high alcohol.
No, I think they did a really good job putting it together.
Yeah,
really good job putting it together and disguising that as well. You could tell it's got high alcohol.
Oh yeah.
But they did. It's pretty smooth for having that. It's not like a barrel aged 18%.
Correct. Well, right. You can tell it's not barrel aged.
Right.
Because it's definitely it doesn't have that alcohol.
We should get into
kick.
that at one point too. Is the difference is there because I don't get barrel aged.
For some reason that spice thing. I mean, they're like
what's the cinnamon? I definitely get the cinnamon.
That like kicks you right in the face. I mean, you're gonna get a spicy, like the Christmas spice thing right off.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit. It reminds me of like a nutmeg kind of flavor, but you can tell it's cinnamon. But I'd agree. But it's good. I think it's really good.
I do too.
Yeah, this is. I don't know. It's to me.
I think it's one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's the hard part for me is just trying to, because for some, I don't know. And again, I'm not a brewmaster. I don't know how they do it, but they got that initial spice is that first flavor you get, and then it like tapers off really quick. So I'm not. You gotta be sitting down when you take a drink of this one. This is not one you're walking around and gonna be like, whoa. This is gonna be all right. Let me take a little sip of this thing and then go from there.
Because again, I think this is a warm beer.
Oh yeah. Most of these you're gonna want to drink a little bit warmer.
At least room temperature.
There's a lot of flavors. The cinnamon does stick out, and like I said, I think it's good. It tastes like French toast. Kind of what I would imagine.
If French toast was a beer.
Exactly.
It's good.
Jim, you get to start on this one. What do you give it? I can tell by the look on your face you're not a big fan.
No, I mean, I'm a fan because I know it's double digit. So I know that's my wheelhouse. So
double digit fan.
So I like because they're doing it. But the spice, the initial spice is what hits me a little too hard. I mean, I'm right in that 3-0 range.
Was that spice cinnamon for you? Because I didn't catch it.
A little, but it tastes more like the Christmas spice to me. I don't know.
Like a nutmeg or a clove.
All right.
Because we just had some Christmas ales, over the holiday season. Right. So I've had a few of those. It kind of tasted like that. It wasn't like offset. Like it's supposed to be cinnamon only, but I don't taste only cinnamon. I taste a lot more things going on, which it's not bad. It's just you got to be ready. I mean, it could take your breath away sometimes. So the 3-0 is where I'm going to sit with that.
Oh, I'm solid. That if I'm next, I mean, I'm a 3-2 actually. Out of what we've done here tonight, I think this is the best one. Honestly, I do. Yeah, I'm right with you, Jim. Especially with the alcohol content.
Yeah, it's up there,
and they did a good job on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, Hubbard's Cave, I think overall, I think they're on the right track.
There you go.
I don't know if they're there yet with their higher alcohol. I think they're moving in the right direction. I don't know if they're quite there yet.
Sure.
They're not in the Bourbon County league yet.
No. For myself, I think it's like a 3-5. Honestly, I think I can pick up the cinnamon. I think it tastes like
French toast.
Like French toast.
So the coffee and cake you gave was a 3-5. So you need to
compare those two.
Yeah, separate them out a little bit.
I think this one is better than the last one. So that's a good call, Jim, because so I do think that is okay. Based on that, I should probably go like a 3-7. I go a 3-7 just because I do get the French toast flavor. I do catch the cinnamon. The coffee one, I didn't pick up the coffee, and
it was disappointing to you.
So. Yeah, I agree. I think
but I think we're all. All in agreement that it's a good beer.
Yep.
And it's a high alcohol beer.
I will
this
say
is definitely not one you're going to drink a 6-pack of, but you could definitely sit down and drink a whole beer.
I will say this: Hubbard's Cave, they're doing a good job.
I agree.
And we have one more to go.
I think going back a chapter here, paragraph ago, Jim said they're on the right track.
Definitely.
They're definitely on the right track.
I think they've got
They're simple.
a good thing going. And
they spend more time on the beer than the label.
I don't know if all their beers are, we're going to have to research that a little bit, guys. If all their beers are this high or not, or if this is just certain ones or what. But they got a good thing going. So the last beer we have today is Hubbard's Cave, and it is Bananas Foster.
Jim's favorite.
12% alcohol, imperial stout, aged with bananas and Foster.
What's Foster?
I'm not sure who Foster is.
That's Sasquatch.
No,
stepdad.
I'm joking with you guys. It's an imperial stout with bananas, cinnamon, maple, vanilla beans, and lactose.
Intolerant.
So, if you're lactose intolerant,
if we don't taste any of that in their description, you got to bail on it.
I don't know, but I'm still thinking it's a double digit. I think it's still going to be good.
It is.
You're a double digit
It is
guy.
12%.
I think it is.
Oh, that's darker than the last one.
Oh, that means it's better.
God, gotta be right.
It's got to be.
Holy shit!
Oh, smell that.
Not as much head.
Oh,
as
you can smell the banana for sure.
Smell it.
Banana.
That's good.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there too, isn't it?
Well, the first thing I thought was going to happen is like banana. That's what I thought.
But it's not overpowering banana.
It isn't.
I've had another beer before that they had a regular version and then a variant that had bananas in it. And the thing that this reminds me of is that version. The banana makes it's a way smoother. Like
this is smooth.
The mouthfeel is way smoother with the banana. And it's not that the banana flavor isn't like over the top or anything, but it's you get a little hint. But it's good.
This is the best one we've had tonight, I think.
Slow down. First, slow down, mister. Slow down. We'll get there.
And you don't even like these double digit
We'll get there.
I do too.
You like the sour, the pink.
I don't like the sour.
The pink stuff. Come on.
Oh, guys,
Brian,
I so can't wait till we do the sour category with Jim because it is going to be so awesome.
I think I can deal with sour better than he can.
That's what I said. We're going to have so much fun watching him.
This is the best beer we've had tonight.
Oh, without a doubt.
This is very good.
Without a doubt.
This doesn't drop. It just kind of hangs with you. There's no upper, lower.
You can taste the maple in it a little bit.
Let's do the description.
Mike, what was the ABV on that?
12%.
12%. So is this the highest one we had today?
All three from Hubbard's Cave have been 12%.
12%. Okay.
So this was again imperial stout with banana, cinnamon, maple, vanilla bean, and lactose.
So what does anybody know what lactose tastes like?
Lactose is the milk sugar. It doesn't really have a flavor, but
so it's like natural. You say
I don't know.
It's the milk sugar out of
right, but I mean, is that a flavor?
I don't know. It makes it smoother.
Lactose intolerant.
That's what I thought.
So maybe if you're lactose intolerant, don't drink it. But for us, it's okay.
Yeah,
it actually tastes pretty good with it.
Well, this to me kind of solidifies all the ones that we had.
Oh yeah,
from that
very much so.
From Hubbard's Cave.
From Hubbard's Cave. This really puts it all together that they are on the right track.
Oh yeah,
this is a good.
I think of the. I'm jumping the gun.
Out of Illinois.
I think this is by far the best one.
Yeah, this is
all night.
Yeah,
and can I give a little spoiler alert?
Sure.
Mike and I have had this one before.
Oh really?
And I actually used this one at a different beer tasting and won the competition when I took it. So I knew this was going to be good, but I think what we didn't do before is we always kept them cold.
Right.
You get a lot more flavor. I mean, it's amazing how much flavor.
We've had these ones sitting out for
an hour
roughly, and we probably could have had it a little bit cooler, but not much. But I think this is
you got a lot of flavor.
I mean, this is good.
Like I said originally, I thought it was going to be banana.
Yeah,
but there's just enough in there to kind of meld the rest of it together. It's not overwhelming. It's 12%. I can't believe it's.
That's the thing. I give them credit. I give them credit. All three beers we've had from them were 12%, and none of them tasted like they were high alcohol. At all. They were very smooth.
What if these guys do a barrel age scenario?
I don't know. We're going to have to look them up and see.
I like them. I think
very good.
Yeah.
So, Brian, what?
I'm a best one tonight, 3.8. 3.9.
I'm 4 all day long.
Yeah.
I am 4 all day long.
Yep.
And I'd have to go right in it. I mean, it's a solid 4, without a doubt for me. I mean, that's
Best one.
I mean, anything that this is one of the upper echelon of the beers. This last
Nothing drops off. Everything is there that it says it has. Nothing drops off. It's all there.
But I think, Mike, too, I think your range, I mean, your plateau, once you get above a 4.0 in your scale, I mean, that's the best of the best beers.
Well, yeah.
Right? I mean, because you haven't went above 4 or 5, right?
The highest that we've ever rated, Jim, you and I have rated a lot of beers together. The highest we've ever rated is a 4.5. 4.5.
So this one,
it's
at a 4.0.
4 is a very good beer.
You're solid 4.0. You both are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. This is I mean,
I could have done that easily, but
no, your 3.8 is still, that's right there. So
yeah, I think it was the best.
I'm pretty sure I can guess Jim's 3 favorites are the Sasquatch, the peanut butter and jelly, and which other one, Jim?
The PBJ loved.
What, Jim? I'm pretty sure
I think the 3 are the top, the ones from the Hubbard's cave.
I agree.
I agree. They blew everybody away as far as consistency between the different. You got what they said you were going to get.
I think we're all in agreement. The bananas Foster was number 1.
Yep.
The French toast was probably number 2, and then the pancake was number 3. The cake, coffee, and cakes.
They were all solid.
Yeah,
and the
totally
Sasquatch
agree.
just didn't.
That was just a weird thing, and then
just,
the peanut butter fluff one just didn't.
There was no fluff. There was no PBJ.
Yeah.
We did have white fluff. We did have white fluff in the arena.
Yes.
Listening to us.
Yes,
white
fluff.
But we did not have it in the beer.
Not in the beer.
No.
So, all right, people. So next week, Jim and I are going to go on location down to Cedar Falls.
That's what I'm talking about, buddy.
So we've got.
Let's hope they're good, buddy. Let's hope they're good.
I'm hoping.
I hope everybody
digits, you'll like them.
Let's hope we listen in.
We're
Everybody's
visiting
got to listen
3
in to find out.
and we'll see how they are. So
I'm with you.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untappd, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.